There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
When criminals in this world appear and bring the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear, the cry goes up both far and near for Underdog. 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 Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who love or plunder. Underdog. Underdog.
High up in the hills, in the sinister laboratory of Simon Bar Sinister, sinister experiments were going on.
This is going to be my greatest invention. The Big Dipper machine.
What's it do, boss?
Do? Why, this little machine is designed to dry up all the water in the world. And let's see how it works. Dump that bucket of water on the floor. All right. Simon says, dry up.
Hey, boss, it didn't dry up. It froze solid.
Look out! All right. This new model of the Big Dipper machine should work. We'll try it on that tub of water. Simon says, dry up.
Steam! Steam! It turned to steam!
Fire! Fire!
No, you fools. It's not a... Yeah! Get out of here, you meddlers. There's no fire here. Go, go, go!
But Sweet Polly Purebred, ace TV reporter, stayed behind.
I'll bet that Simon Bar Sinister is up to no good.
Gee, boss, your machine failed again.
Just a few minor adjustments, Cad. But I'll have it fixed in no time. And then we'll dry up all the water in the world.
Dry up all the water? I must tell the police about this.
Now, with the atomizer adjusted, it should work properly. I'll try it on this other tub of water. Simon says, dry up.
Hey, boss, it's working backwards. It's making more water.
There's something wrong again.
Right in here, officer. They're going to dry up the whole world.
All right, open up in there. What's going on here?
Oh, nothing, officer. Nothing at all. Just a leaky faucet. I've already called the plumber.
Yeah, but sweet Polly, I can't arrest a man for having a leaky faucet.
But I heard them say that they were going to dry up all the water in the world. Oh, if only Underdog were here.
But at that very moment, Underdog had some watery problems of his own. He was fighting a pack of killer whales that had somehow gotten into Lake Winola and were terrorizing the swimmers.
I've got the Big Dipper fixed this time, Cad. I'll try it out on that fishbowl. Simon says, dry up.
It worked.
Of course it worked. Everything I do works.
But how does it work?
It's simple. The Big Dipper rearranges the atoms of water and sucks them up into this little jar. And I can put the whole Atlantic Ocean into a jar this big. Oh, I'll get all the water in the world and store it right here in this case. People will have to come to me for water, and I'll have them in my power.
Can the Big Dipper machine do what Simon says? Can it really dry up the Atlantic Ocean? There's plenty of excitement ahead in our next episode.
It's the King and Odie Show.
Go to Bongo Congo, meet the ruling king. Good King Leonardo, how that king can swing. He and true blue Odie, all his subjects do. Dance the Bongo Congo, it's so good for you.
King Leonardo had a bad habit of walking in his sleep. Nothing had been able to make him break this dangerous habit. Little did the king know that this sleepwalking was soon to lead him into one of his most amazing adventures. It all began one sunny day when the king's twin nephews, Duke and Earl, said,
Come on, Uncle Lenny, please take us to the beach.
Yeah, the beach.
It might be good for you, sire. Ocean breezes, the sea air, a day of relaxation.
Why, yes, true blue Odie. A quiet swim sounds fine. Come along, Earl.
Yeah, I'm Duke. That's Earl, folks.
And a short while later, the king and Odie were floating peacefully in the waters of Bongo Congo.
Look, sire, your nephews have found someone to take them water skiing.
Water skiing. That's the most unlikely sport I've ever liked. I just hope they don't get too close to us.
Sire, I think they're...
Speak up, Odie. What is it you're trying to say?
Look out!
Confound it, this is terrible. We'd better...
They're coming again, sire. Look out!
Odie, quick! Let's get out of here before they come again.
Yes, sire. Let me help you.
Back on the beach, the king, shocked and exhausted by what had happened, lay down on his beach blanket.
Rest, sire. I shall go phone the palace to be sure that all is well.
Good, true blue Odie. I am tired. Water skiing. You couldn't get me on those ridiculous things. Never in a million years.
Hey, Uncle Lenny, will you... he's asleep.
Yeah, asleep.
Look, he's getting up. He's walking in his sleep again. And he's heading right for the water.
Yeah, the water.
Come on, Earl. Here's where we have some fun.
And so, as the sleeping king reached the water's edge, he walked straight into what Duke and Earl had placed there, water skis. And as Duke gave the signal, away he went.
Oh, wow! Look at it go!
Yeah, go!
And go the king did, sound asleep, completely relaxed. He looked like the world's finest skier. And the king's performance was not missed by some very important people on shore.
Look at that. Magnificent.
Yes, no doubt of it. He's the one we want.
It was at this moment that the king's tow rope broke, and he sank into the water, which of course woke him up.
Your performance was wonderful, King Leonardo. We had no idea you could water ski like that.
We have unanimously chosen you to represent Bongo Congo in the worldwide water skiing competition next week.
But this is ridiculous.
Please, sire. I saw and heard all. As your majesty always says, for the honor of the crown, you cannot refuse.
But I...
Perhaps your nephews can help teach you the sport.
And so the brave king accepted. He would represent Bongo Congo in the championship water skiing. Will the king really go through with it? Can his nephews teach him in time? We'll find out in our next episode, An Ace for a King.
Confound it, someone's on my throne.
On guard, you.
Hold on, fellers. It's me, Tooter Turtle. I'm only sitting here to see if I'd like Mr. Wizard to make me king.
Make you king? Is he serious?
Well, sire, I have heard that Mr. Wizard the Lizard has great magic power.
Now, Tooter, being a king is hard work. Why don't you sit with us and watch the next cartoon? I'm sure you'll see something you'd rather be than king.
Don't tell me, Tooter, that once more you're not satisfied with your life and want to be something else.
Well, now, I reckon that's just about the size of it, Mr. Wizard. I got a powerful hankering for the old days. The romance of the river. What I want to be is a riverboat captain.
But, Tooter, my boy, it takes years to be the riverboat captain. You have to know every bend and twist in the river. Why don't you just be yourselves a nice little turtle boy?
Oh, please, Mr. Wizard. I just know this is what I want to be.
Well, I think you'll be sorry, but I let you try. It takes the great skill to navigate the tricky twists and bends of the river, and it took much strength to handle the big steering wheel. Besides being twisty, the river was very shallow in some places. To find out just how deep it was, they used a lead line, which was a long piece of rope with a lead weight on one end. The rope has the marks on it every 6 feet. The sailor would whirl the rope around and around and then let it go into the water. Then they would call out the mark and know how deep was the river. By the mark, Twain!
Here now, sailor. Let me have a try at that. Since I'm the captain, I have to check up once in a while.
One of the great dangers of the river was the fog. But this did not bother the brave river pilot. He kept sounding the foghorn and steering the straight course so that when the fog lifted, he was right where he was supposed to be. In the old days, the boats was run by the big paddle wheels that turned around and around. The wise riverboat captain knew enough to stay away from the wheels because they was very dangerous.
Whoa! Wait, stop! Only us captains are smart enough to get away from them wheels.
All the riverboat captains was great rivals. Each one thought he was the best on the river. And they was always having the race to see who was the fastest. The roughest, toughest captain on the water was Big Blackie Bark, king of the river.
I'm king of the river, and my boat Bessie May can beat any boat from Natchez to New Orleans.
Well now, Mr. Blackie, I don't know about that. I reckon I can beat you to New Orleans.
By the great horned toad, nobody can beat me. I challenge you to a race.
One of the most important parts of the race was getting started. First, the captains would build up the big head of steam. Then away they would go down the river. I said, away they would go. Once on the way, the boats really turned on the steam by throwing the big logs into the furnace.
Mr. Blarney, more steam!
Aye, aye, sir.
Sometimes in a big race, the ship ran out of logs to burn. And then the clever captain would have the men throw on the furniture and everything else what was made of wood. Even the ship itself they would start tearing up to get more wood for the fire.
More steam, Mr. Blarney!
The boilers won't take any more, sir.
I said get me more steam. I'm gonna win this here race if it's the last thing I do. Help, Mr. Wizard! Help me! My plans just blew up.
Well, once again, twistle, drassel, drussel, drone. Time for this one to come home.
Gee, Mr. Wizard, looks like I made a mess out of things again.
Always I tell you, Tooter, be just what you is, not what you is not. Folks got through this as the happiest lot.
Confound it! Tooter Turtle failed again.
Yes, sire. As Mr. Wizard says, trying to be what we're not won't get us far. We should just try our best to be what we are.
Sure do like this throne room. Reckon I'll go along and ask Mr. Wizard to make me king.
Halt! Stop! You're upset, Tooter. Confused. Quickly, True Blue Odie, get the storybook.
Yeah, hold on now.
No. You just sit down here and look at this story.
Many moons ago, somewhere west of Horace Greeley, lay the Gulch of the Gopher Indians. Unfortunately, Gopher Gulch stood right in the path of pale-face progress. So the Gophers were moved, lock, stock, and tomahawk, to a reservation in the north. All except two braves, Ruffled Feather and Running Board, who vowed unending war. So much trouble did they cause that the pale-face fort sent for the greatest of all fighters, the world-famous Colonel Kit Coyote.
The problem is, Sergeant, those Gopher Indians still think they own Gopher Gulch, correct?
Right.
Well, we're going to make them lose their rights to Gopher Gulch by gambling.
Gambling?
The old Wheel of Fortune.
But, Colonel, where will you set up the Wheel of Fortune?
You'll see, Sergeant.
Strange noise. Riverboat. Whoopie-doopie. We have fun.
Let be waiting for the Romany Lee. Hello there, strangers. Come aboard and try your luck. Win blankets, gold, wampum. What did he say?
Him say us have no money.
Is that your land out there in Gopher Gulch? All right. You can bet your land against these prizes. Just pick your number, strangers.
What is it you want me to do, Colonel?
Whatever number they call out, you make sure the wheel stops on something else.
Cheat. Oh, they cheat. How we fix?
All right, strangers, what number are you betting your land on?
Number 17.
17, you say? And here goes the wheel. Too bad, strangers. The wheel stopped on 17.
Me win.
There must be some mistake. I mean, let's try again.
17. They caught on to your trick. Ruffled Feather was back there.
We'd better try some other kind of gambling.
I've got one, Colonel. I take out my handkerchief and bet that if I stand on one end of it, you can't stand on the other end and punch me in the nose.
But that's ridiculous, Sergeant.
No, Colonel. You see, the trick is I put the handkerchief down in this doorway. When you stand on that end, I close the door. And you can't hit me.
A great trick. It's a new kind of gambling, strangers. I bet that if I stand on one end of this handkerchief, you can't stand on the other end of the handkerchief and punch me in the nose.
Oh, great!
What did he say?
Us bet our land against rest of your prizes.
I've tricked you.
Now we got all prizes.
Wait, we'll bet our riverboat against your land, and we'll make it a test of courage.
What's this all about, Colonel?
I put this keg of dynamite under this bench. Then you two sit on one side of the bench, and we sit on the other side. Then we light the fuse.
What happened then?
The first two who get up and run lose the bet. What did he say?
Him say we take 'em bet. Now, just a minute, Colonel.
Don't worry, Sergeant. The barrel under this bench is loaded with sand, not gunpowder.
Go Gophers!
Well, Sergeant, we've won the land at last.
You all be sure and watch our next adventure. Maybe the Colonel will be ready to trick the Gophers again.
Sinister had invented a machine called the Big Dipper, which could dry up all the water in the world.
Beautiful, beautiful. It works.
Yeah, but can you get a whole lot of water into those little tiny jars?
Of course. Come, we will conduct a few experiments.
And now I will do a swan dive. Watch.
Simon says, dry up.
Yeah, a pool is one thing, but...
Look there. Simon says, dry up. Beautiful.
Yeah, but that wasn't a very big pond.
This big enough? Simon says, dry up.
Wow! And the whole lake is in that little jar?
Every drop. But enough of this fun. We have work to do. We must dry up all the reservoirs. Simon says, dry up.
And soon there was no water at all in the great city, and the people became alarmed.
I knew this was going to happen, friends. Simon Bar Sinister is drying up all the water supply. We need Underdog. Where are you, Underdog? We need you.
But Underdog was still beneath the waters of Lake Winola, fighting the pack of killer whales. Little did he know that Simon was at the shore with the Big Dipper.
Simon says, dry up.
Where did all the water go?
Underdog! Underdog!
That's Sweet Polly. She will know. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Quickly, Sweet Polly explained the desperate situation.
I'll stop him somehow. Where is he now?
We don't know. He could be anywhere. He said he was going to dry up all the water.
There's no time to look for him. I must fence the water in.
And so Underdog, using his tremendous powers and unbelievable speed, began building high fences around every body of water. But unfortunately, the fences did not stop Simon Bar Sinister.
Simon says, dry up. Simon says, dry up. There we are, Cad. All the water in the world, neatly in bottles. Lake Superior, the Indian Ocean, Lake Michigan, the Mississippi River, the Hudson River, Lake of the Woods, the Croton Reservoir, all the water in the world, except the Atlantic Ocean. Come now, we will go and dry up the Atlantic.
It's no use, Underdog. Simon has dried up all the water in the world, except the Atlantic Ocean. You've got to stop him before he gets that.
Can Underdog stop Simon before he dries up the Atlantic? What will happen if he can stop him? There's a thrilling time ahead in our next exciting episode.
Come on and see Tuxedo.
Tennessee Tuxedo.
We will be parachuting for your pleasure, sailing seas in search of treasure, anything so he can measure up to men.
That's Tennessee Tuxedo.
A small penguin who drives a tan tuxedo, though he may fail. As he rides for fame and glory, still he tries in each new story tale.
Early one spring, Tennessee and Chumley planted a watermelon patch in the Megapolis Zoo.
A lot of work, Chumley, but it will be worth it. I can taste that watermelon already.
Same with me, Tennessee.
Then weeks later, a drought hit the city. Water was drying up everywhere.
Henceforth, water is to be used only for drinking and bathing. Those who disobey may be put in jail.
And back at the Megapolis Zoo,
our watermelon patch. It's drying up.
Gee, Tennessee, no watermelon.
Stop it, Chumley. I can't stand to see a walrus cry. Anyhow, I've got a plan to save our watermelon.
Gee, Tennessee, you're swell.
Put me down, you dim-witted walrus. We've got to put my plan into action.
And a short while later, in Stanley Livington's office...
Hello? Who? Oh, Sergeant Badge.
Yes, Mr. Livingston. Someone at your zoo is using far too much water. You are the keeper of the zoo, and that makes you responsible.
Responsible? Oh, yes. I'll stop it immediately. Hooked to my office faucet. So that's it. Well, I'll just follow this hose and... Tennessee Tuxedo! Stop! Stop!
Sorry, Stanley, you startled me. Now, I'll just get back to watering my garden, so...
Give me that hose, Tennessee. You know the mayor isn't allowing anyone to water a garden. Give me that hose.
Okay, Stanley.
Tennessee!
Gee, Tennessee, what's the pole for?
Well, Stanley locked up our hose, so we've got to find another way to get water from the faucet to our watermelon patch. The pole is for vaulting us out of here so we can go see Mr. Whoopi. Come on, put your hands here. Now, let's go! So you see, Mr. Whoopi, we've got to get the water to our garden, or our watermelons will be ruined.
And boy, I just love watermelon.
So, it's water you need, is it? Well, I wouldn't want to leave you high and dry, get it? Well, let's get the fabulous three-dimensional blackboard. Now, let me see. What you're trying to do is get water to dry land. The name for doing that is irrigation.
Irrigation?
Yes. Even years and years ago, the ancient Egyptians and Babylonians had the same kind of problem you have.
No kidding. What did they do?
Well, they dug small ditches from their rivers or wells to their dry land. Then they dipped the water out and poured it into ditches so it flowed out to the dry land.
Well, I don't think we could get away with digging ditches in Stanley's yard. Any other way?
Well, on many farms today, water is carried to the farmland by way of long lengths of pipe, or in some cases, troughs.
I think I've got it. Come on, Chumley. Let's get back to our watermelons. And thanks, Mr. Whoopi. Tell me, Mr. Whoopi.
Yes?
What can run but can't walk?
Why, naturally, water, of course.
That's it, Chumley. When Mr. Whoopi said pipes or troughs, right away I thought of these pipes and gutters on Stanley's office. Come on down and we'll set these up.
Yeah, but Tennessee, I got another...
Please, Chumley, come on. Just drop what you're doing and get down here.
Okay, Tennessee.
Chumley. There. Beautiful. A perfect job. All right, Chumley, turn on the water. I said turn on the water. Chumley!
And soon back at Stanley Livingston's office.
What? Again? Oh, no, Sergeant Bad.
Oh, yes, Mr. Livingston. You stop that water in the zoo and keep it stopped, or I'm sending the patrol wagon to pick you up.
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
One more time and you go to jail. Now stop that water.
At once, right away. Tennessee! I'm putting padlocks on my water faucets.
Gee, Tennessee, I guess our watermelons are finished for sure. Now,
I know he put locks on the water faucets, but there must be other places to get water.
Where?
Grab onto this pole and we'll go find out. From Mr. Whoopi. So we can't use the water faucet anymore, Mr. Whoopi. What now?
Well, rivers can be used for irrigation. That's one reason why huge dams have been built across many rivers, like Hoover Dam in Colorado. These dams trap the river water in reservoirs. Then, as it's needed, it's piped out to dry land, just like your watermelon patch.
Beautiful, Mr. Whoopi. Only, we don't have any river in the Megapolis Zoo.
Then it looks like you'll have to get yourself a well.
Sounds like a deep subject, Mr. Whoopi.
Oh, yeah. Well, in places where water is very deep in the ground, wells are drilled. Piping is used with a large drill on the end, and the machine bores this drill into the ground until water is reached. Then, motors pump the water up to the top of the ground.
Ha-ha. That's water, all right, Mr. Whoopi. But we haven't got all that equipment.
Well, you could try the older way of digging a well. You just use a shovel. Then, if the water on your land is shallow enough, you just keep digging down until you strike water. You bring the water to the surface with a bucket and a rope.
That's perfect. Phineas J. Whoopi, you're the greatest.
But wait! Water on your land may be down too deep.
All right, Chumley, you start digging the well, and I'll start digging ditches to spread the water around our watermelon patch. I can just taste those watermelons now. Boy, nothing like Chumley! Chumley! Chumley!
Gee, Tennessee, what's the matter?
You are filling up my ditches as fast as I dig them. Kindly throw your dirt higher.
Okay, Tennessee.
Chumley! Chumley! Chumley!
Sorry, Tennessee.
Meanwhile, Stanley Livingston was stepping into his daily shower.
I love to sing in the shower. I love to sing.
And back at the hole.
Gee, Tennessee, I struck something. I cannot get past it.
Hit it, Chumley! Hit it again, harder! Hit it again, harder! A gusher, Chumley! We hit a gusher!
Unfortunately, the gusher was actually the main underground water pipe for the Megapolis Zoo.
My shower stopped. Why? It can't be that... Oh, no. The police are coming for me. Tennessee must have done it again. I've got to find him.
Uh-oh, Chumley. Look who's coming. I must have been all wet about our gusher. I think we hit the zoo's water pipe. Quick, our pole.
There, Sergeant Badge. There are the real water stealers.
Well, Stanley managed to blame everything on us, Chumley. Looks like we're going to get our just desserts.
Gee, Tennessee, I certainly hope mine is watermelon.
Chumley, I think you've got water on the brain.
Don't you go. There's more fireworks in the rest of our show.
The first half was brought to you by...
Hi, may I drop in? I'm Twinkles. Look for me on every box of new Twinkles, the only cereal in the storybook package. Inside, delicious stars with the goodness of energy oats and corn. Outside, an exciting story. Tear the magic line, and there I am with all my friends. Look for us on Twinkles, the only cereal in the storybook package.
Call out the guards! Call out the guards! What is it? What's wrong? It's gone again, confound it! Someone's taken it! Taken it, Your Majesty? Of course! Someone's taken my storybook, and I'll never get to sleep without it! Oh, your storybook. It's right where you always keep it, sire. Under your pillow.
Today our story is about Twinkles and the swimming pool. One hot summer day, Twinkles decided to walk down to the grocery store. It was very sunny and at first very quiet. Then, all of a sudden, Twinkles heard the loudest, worst noise he'd ever heard. It seemed to be coming from Wilbur's yard. So Twinkles peeked through the hedge, and what do you think he saw? It was Wilbur sitting in a great big steam shovel. What in the world are you doing? Asked Twinkles. I'm digging a swimming pool, said Wilbur. Well, that's a good idea. When will it be finished? This afternoon, if this old steam shovel doesn't break down. Good, said Twinkles as he went off to the store. I'll be back this afternoon with my bathing suit. On his way back, he thought he would see how Wilbur was getting along. Well, all work had stopped. What's the matter? Twinkles asked. This old steam shovel broke down, said Wilbur. Now we won't be able to go swimming this afternoon. Twinkles smiled. Oh, yes, we will, he said. Just you watch. Nose, nose, anything goes. Show us how a shovel goes. And quick as a wink, Twinkles' trunk turned into a little steam shovel and dug a beautiful swimming pool. Then Wilbur turned on the hose and filled the pool with water. Twinkles rushed home to put on his swimsuit. Then he and Wilbur jumped in the pool and spent the rest of the day enjoying the cool water. My, said Twinkles, what a wonderful way to spend the day. Underdog was going to try to stop Simon Bar Sinister from drying up the Atlantic Ocean.
I'll swim up and down the Atlantic shore and guard the coastline from afar.
Well, there it is, Cad. The Atlantic Ocean. And in just a few seconds, I'll have the whole thing nicely bottled up in this jar. Simon...
There's Underdog.
Hold it, Simon. I command you must stop this evil plan.
Simon says, dry up. Underdog. Oh, Underdog, you're all stuck in the mud.
It's true, dear friends. Simon Bar Sinister now has all the water in the world. I'm here at Simon's laboratory. Here he is now, that evil monster, Simon Bar Sinister.
All of you are my slaves. You will do exactly what Simon says, or you will get no water. I'm master of the world.
No! Anyway, how are you going to give us water when you've dried it all up, Smarty?
Now, the Big Dipper is very clever. It changes the atomic structure of water and stores it in these little glass jars. See, this is Lake Michigan. Here's the Mississippi River. All I have to do to bring them back is reverse the Big Dipper. Here's the jar containing my swimming pool. Watch.
Water.
Simon says, dry up. Now, will you do what Simon quite thirsty enough. I can wait.
Oh, where has my underdog gone? Oh, where can he be?
Underdog was still struggling in the muck and quicksand at the bottom of what had once been the Atlantic Ocean. But while Underdog struggled, the people grew thirstier and thirstier.
Water. I've got plenty of water here. Nice, cool, clear, sparkling water. Delicious. Anyone else like some?
I would.
What will you give me for it?
Anything. I'm a rich man.
Good. Bring me $1,000. Water is $1,000 a glass.
What about me? I'm a poor man.
Then you must work for me. Mow the lawn and I'll give you a drink.
I want water too, please.
Go clean up my house, slave. Then you shall have water. Now, will you all do as Simon says? Or would you rather die of thirst?
We'll do what Simon said. We'll do it.
Simon says, call me master.
Yes, master.
I've finally done it.
Has Simon finally done it? Is he the ruler of the world? How can Underdog stop him now? We'll find out in our next exciting episode.
In our last episode, King Leonardo fell asleep while relaxing at the beach. Then, as his nephews, Duke and Earl, stood by, the king began walking in his sleep. He walked straight into the water skis Duke and Earl had placed there, and away he went. Sound asleep and completely relaxed, the king put on an amazing performance, so that when he was on shore, he was told,
"We have unanimously chosen you to represent Bongo Congo in the worldwide water skiing competition next week."
But this is ridiculous.
Please, sire, I saw and heard all. As your majesty always says, for the honor of the crown, you cannot refuse.
And so the brave king accepted the challenge. And Duke and Earl set about to teach him the sport. Just hold on tight, Uncle Lenny. Put your knees up.
Yeah, knees up. This is the most unheard of thing I've ever...
Obviously, the king's first wide-awake attempt at water skiing left much to be desired, but his nephews did not give up. In the days that followed, they finally managed to get the king up on the skis. But when he came to a jump, instead of going over it, the king went through it. When they tried to teach him to ski on one foot, the king skied instead on his head. And when they tried to teach him to ski with only one hand on the tow rope, he used instead one foot. Things looked hopeless.
I'll be competing against the best skiers in the world. I won't go through with it.
But you must, sire. The royal honor is at stake.
Oh, woe is me. This is surely going to be a disaster.
Yes, sire.
Well, he's going to go through with it, but he's bound to lose.
Yeah, lose.
The only time he can ski perfectly is when he's asleep.
Yeah, asleep.
That's it?
Yeah, it.
And when the king lay down to sleep that night...
Confound it, what's that? Must be those nephews of mine. I could have sworn. Oh, but at least the music stopped.
But when the king got into bed again, and so it went, all through the night. And when the day came, the king had not had a moment's sleep. It was only logical, therefore, that when it came the king's turn, King Leonardo fell asleep. Fast asleep, the king gave the most amazing performance in the contest. And so he was awarded the worldwide water ski trophy. But modestly, the king said,
"This trophy doesn't really belong to me. It belongs to my nephews. Here, Earl."
Yeah, I'm Duke. That's Earl, folks.
More to the right. To the right, confound it. That's better. Much better. The next cartoon is coming in fine now.
Klondike. Savoir-faire is still stealing all our food. He's hiding out on that island, and we can't get near it.
Yeah, well, I got it all figured out now, Major Minor. I'm gonna sneak up on him underwater.
How?
With this. I'll wear this underwater and walk across the river bottom to the island.
What's the rock for?
So I won't float. I'll stay on the bottom. All right, Mouse, here I come.
Ah, look at that, Malamute. He's going to sneak up on us. We shall have a surprise for him.
Hello there, fish. You trying to tell me something, fish? What is it?
Savoir-faire is everywhere.
If I can't get over to the island, y'all bring the island over here. I'll hook into it and reel it in.
Oh, see what he is trying to do now, uh-huh. Well, if he wants an island, we'll give him an island. Finished, just in time.
Got it! Got it! Major Minor, come quick! It's coming, Major! It's coming! I can even see the smoke from Savoir-faire's campfire! Here it is, Major! Savoir-faire's island! Now we'll just hop on and the rest... I'll make mincemeat out of that, Mouse. All right, Major. I'm going to move in so fast, he won't have a chance to do anything. Now, when we hit 100 miles per hour, I'm going to let go and ski right into his hideout. Ready?
Ah, he thinks he's going to take me by surprise, eh? Well, I shall surprise him.
Look out, Mouse! Here I come! Yahoo!
Klondike Cat always gets his mouse.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that history-making hero, Underdog, and featuring his friend and ally, the Hunter. That wily, clever criminal, the Fox, was putting the finishing touches on an extremely unusual boat.
There. A vacuum cleaning oyster boat. I'm going to clean out every oyster bed on the Atlantic coast.
Using underwater television, the Fox would spot a bed of oysters, then lower the nozzle of the huge vacuum cleaner and draw all the oysters up into the boat. There, mechanical hands would sort them out and heave overboard anything that wasn't an oyster. Soon there were only a few oyster beds left in the Atlantic. Oyster lovers everywhere demanded that something be done. And Luther Bivalve, president of the Oyster Operators Protective Society, did do something.
Well, sir, only one thing to do. Sarah, Luther here. Want to talk to Hunter in the city.
Hello, I say hello. I am the Hunter. Have nose.
That you, Hunter?
Son, I am the Hunter. Have nose, will hunt. I hunt.
Luther Bivalve here, Hunter.
Luther Bivalve. Well, I declare, I've been fixing to come up your way and have some of those delicious oysters.
Can't have none, Hunter. No oysters. Appears that somebody's been stealing all our oysters. Need help, Hunter.
And a short time later, the Hunter was about to board Luther Bivalve's oyster boat.
Might wide.
The Hunter directed Luther to head for what was the last remaining oyster bed on the Atlantic coast.
Well, here we be. Drop anchor.
Aye, sir.
You're supposed to let go of the anchor before you drop it.
Quickly, the Hunter prepared to go down and search for clues. Now you can call me the Sea Hunter. That's a joke, son.
Yeah.
Well, last one in's a rotten egg. At that very moment, the Fox and his vacuum cleaning oyster boat came over the horizon and headed straight for the last remaining oyster bed.
One more to go and I'll have all the oysters I need. Uh-oh. What's this? Looks like that Snoopy Hunter. I'll fix him.
What in the cotton bloomin' world is going on here? Why, it's the Fox.
So long, pal.
Ooh-wee, what happened?
Dunno exactly. And all of a sudden, you come tearing out the sky like a nor'easter. Landed plumb in the middle of the deck. On your head.
How long have I been out?
Couple, 3 hours.
Now that wily Fox got clean away. Which way'd he go?
That-a-way.
Let me at those controls. We gotta catch him, son. We're standing still.
Gotta pull up the anchor first, Hunter.
And while the Hunter and Luther were in hot pursuit, the Fox had already opened up a new business in Coney Island.
Step right up, folks. Get 'em while they last. The original automatic pearl-making machine. Just put a small grain of sand in the handy opening here, and before you know it, you'll have a genuine pearl. Buy several and make your sweetheart a pearl necklace.
Meanwhile, the Hunter and Luther were speeding southeast by west. According to my precise calculations, we're getting mighty close to the Fox.
Well, according to the chart, we're about to run into Coney Island.
And just the one we're looking for, the Fox.
And all the oysters. Fine piece of navigating, Hunter.
Well, nothing to it, son. Just kept calm, that's all. No use getting in a stew about oysters. Yeah, that's a joke, son. Oyster stew. My, that's a pearl. Pay attention, son. I got 1 million of them.
Yeah.
And so ends another case, solved by superior intelligence. Brains, son, brains.
The fox always loses because I am the
With his Big Dipper machine, Simon Bar Sinister had put all the water in the world into little jars.
Water! Water! Who is the master of the world?
You are, Simon.
Oh, where is my underdog gone? Oh, where?
But Underdog was still struggling in the quicksand of the dried-up Atlantic Ocean.
My ring. The secret compartment of my ring I fill with an Underdog super energy pill.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Underdog, at last. Simon won't give us any water unless we do what Simon says. Stop him.
Hold it, Underdog. Make one move toward me, and I'll smash Lake Michigan in the ground, and it'll be gone forever. Even you must do as I say.
Never. This evil deed must stop. Give back the water, every drop.
Oh, you want water, do you? Here's Lake Michigan. Fetch it. Here's Lake Erie. The Gulf of Mexico. Fetch it. Oh, look at that great Underdog running around catching bottles. Here, Underdog, the Rhine River, the Danube, Lake Como, Lake Huron, Great Salt Lake, the Hudson, Lake Mead. Fetch, Underdog, fetch!
Hey, boss!
Don't bother me now, cat. Here, Underdog. The Finger Lakes, the Amazon River, the Caribbean Sea, the Aegean. Whee! That was fun. Oh, but now to work. Underdog, you will do what Simon says.
Not anymore. You've had your day. Things will now be done our way.
Back, or I'll smash the Atlantic Ocean all over the ground.
You threw it to Underdog.
Well, then the Pacific.
You threw that too.
The Red Sea.
That too.
The Ganges River. Lake George. In the Arctic Ocean. The Hudson, the Nile, Lake Mead, the Como, Lake Minnetonka, Calhoun Lake, the Bantam River, Cape Cod Canal, Croton Reservoir. Oh, sorry, man.
You threw the whole batch to Underdog.
Not even a mud puddle?
Not a drop.
I've got the water. I've got it all. And you two villains are due for a fall.
It won't do you any good. Because I'm going to wreck the Big Dipper.
Then Underdog took the Big Dipper, inserted the jar containing the Hudson River, reversed the switch, and washed Simon and Cad away. Then, picking up the Big Dipper, Underdog carried it around the world, restoring all the water to its proper spot.
Look, in the sky, it's a plane.
It's a boy.
It's a frog.
A frog?
Not plane, nor bird, nor even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.
Don't miss our next
Underdog Show.